Have you ever found yourself in a moral discussion that feels like it is going nowhere, spiraling into emotion rather than progress? It is a common experience when dealing with deeply held beliefs. To anchor ethical debates firmly in logic, we must systematically apply principles of formal and informal logic to analyze arguments, identify assumptions, and evaluate the validity of conclusions. This ensures discussions are grounded in reason, not just feelings. The fundamental reason logic is paramount in ethics is to move beyond mere subjective preference or emotional appeals, which often obscure genuine moral inquiry. Ethical arguments, at their core, are attempts to persuade through reason. By employing logical principles, we can assess whether an argument's conclusion necessarily follows from its premises. This involves scrutinizing the structure of an argument for validity, ensuring that if the premises are true, the conclusion must also be true. Furthermore, logic helps us uncover hidden assumptions and challenge inconsistencies within an ethical position. Without this anchor, debates risk becoming exercises in emotional manipulation or rhetorical force, lacking any shared basis for resolution or understanding. For instance, avoiding the is-ought problem, the notion that you cannot derive an ought statement, a moral imperative, solely from an is statement, a factual observation, is a critical logical discipline. Ignoring this can lead to fallacious ethical conclusions. Practically, you can anchor an ethical debate in logic by first clearly defining key terms to avoid equivocation. Second, explicitly state the premises of an argument, making sure they are well supported or widely accepted. Third, examine the inference from these premises to the conclusion, checking for any logical fallacies such as ad hominem attacks, appeals to emotion, or hasty generalizations. Finally, always strive for internal consistency, ensuring an argument does not contradict itself or other accepted ethical principles. Engaging with the logical structure of ethical arguments also introduces us to valuable concepts like coherence, where all parts of an ethical system or argument fit together without contradiction. We can also explore reflective equilibrium, a process of going back and forth between our moral judgments and ethical principles, adjusting each until they align. These analytical tools sharpen our ability to dissect complex moral dilemmas and foster a more robust understanding. By conscientiously applying logical frameworks, defining terms, and rigorously examining argumentative structures, we transform ethical discourse from a potentially chaotic exchange of opinions into a constructive pursuit of reasoned moral understanding. This allows for clearer communication, more persuasive arguments, and ultimately, a stronger foundation for addressing the profound ethical questions we face.